Hi everyone, this video is going to offer you a brief orientation into the course that we will be using this quarter. So the first thing that I want to call your attention to is going to be the list of options on the left side of the screen. Your list is not going to be as extensive as the one that you see here. You will have access to the home page, the syllabus, modules, grades, e-tutoring, and Panopto recordings. The rest of these options are not necessary, so instead of just cluttering up your screen, they will be hidden. So to go through each section, the home page is what we are looking at right now. This is where you will be provided a welcome message or an agenda for the week. Please make sure that once those agendas start appearing, that you are double checking to see when things are due and what is expected of you that week. The next section will be the syllabus for the course. So the syllabus is actually quite extensive, so what I would encourage you to do is please take the time to read through each of those sections, and please let me know if you have any questions as you read through. To save you some navigation headaches, I provided some quick links at the very top. So for example, if we go into graded coursework and we click this, it's going to take us to that section of the syllabus where now I can see the different types of assignments that will be provided in this course, as well as how each section is going to be weighted to calculate the overall grade. If I want to go back to the top instead of having to scroll all the way back to the top, there is an option at the end of each section for back to top. The other thing that I want to call out is what's happening on the right-hand side. So we have a calendar here. So for example, if I click on September 22nd, it's going to take me all the way down to the bottom of the page, and here is basically a to-do list of everything that is expected of me this quarter. So as I can see here, on September 22nd, I need to have the Getting Started quiz complete, which in order to be successful with that, please make sure you have looked through that syllabus. And then I will also have an Introduce Yourself forum post. Let's go to modules. Modules is where your course is essentially going to be housed. This is where your readings are going to be, where your exercises, where your quizzes, where your discussion forums, where pretty much everything is going to be. So the first section that you see here is your week 0 module. So week 0 is the week before classes officially start. So this gives you a chance to kind of play around and figure out where everything is so that you are comfortable for day 1. As you can see, you have a video from me introducing myself. You also have some resources and tips. So info about your textbook and how to be an effective and successful online student. Because as some of you may know, taking class online is different than taking it face-to-face. So you might have to develop a different strategy. The next section under the week 0 module is going to be a help section. So what if I have a question on material? Where do I go to ask that question? What if I have a technical issue with Canvas? Where do I go to ask that question? Please make sure that you go through and kind of note where to get help for those particular situations. You also have the week 0 assignments. So you do have that Introduce Yourself discussion forum post, and then you also have that Getting Started quiz. The next section is for online student service hours using Zoom. So student service hours are going to be office hours. Office hours are going to be held Monday through Friday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And if you go to the second bullet point on this announcement, here is the link in order to access that meeting. And then here is the passcode and the meeting ID should you need it. If this time doesn't work out for you, you can feel free to send me a message and we can work out a time that is more convenient. The next section will be the research project. So there will be 3 parts to this project. 1 will be selecting a project topic. 2 will be writing a 4 to 6 page paper, followed by sharing out your paper with group members and then commenting, discussing, and posing any questions that you might have after reading those papers. Again, that was a really light surface level way of introducing it. So again, when it is time to start working on those projects, please read through each of these resources thoroughly and carefully. So the rest of this course will be laid out with regards to the 6 different units that we will be doing this quarter. The first one being graph theory. So within the unit, you will see that you have your required reading available to you. So if you don't mind reading off of the screen, you can access the PDF for free, or you can purchase a hard copy of the book for a relatively inexpensive cost. I believe it's around maybe $20 to $25, but do not quote me on that. You also have additional graphing theory videos available for you. If you do have any questions after viewing those videos or reading the text, please share them out here in the Graphing Theory Questions Forum. So the questions that you post here are going to be available for everyone to view and to answer. I say this because we want to foster a learning community. If you have a question, odds are there are 2, if not more people in the class who are wondering, pondering, or struggling with the same question that you are asking. This gives an opportunity for you to hear multiple perspectives, not just from your teacher, but from other people. So the way that someone in the class is going to explain it may actually resonate with you more so than what I would say or how I would explain it. But again, this forum allows us all to kind of collectively come together and work on these problems and create clearer explanations. And your graphing theory assignments are going to be available here as well. So here are your exercises, which should be completed before moving to the skills quiz. And then you will also have your digging deeper discussion forum post. So what I want you to be aware of is don't necessarily focus on the due date here. So this is when the final part of the assignment is due, which is October 1st. The initial post is going to be due on Tuesday, September 29th. So I've called out that little flag there for you. That should be visible on your calendar as well. As we scroll through, you can see here are the other units. They're just not visible yet. And then there will be a final exam section for you to access, I believe, 3 weeks before the final exam is going to be made available. So the other sections available to you, grades will just be your grade book. I highly encourage you to go through and check to make sure that everything is accurate, that nothing is missing when you've submitted your work. E-tutoring will give you the option to access a tutor outside of this course. So if you don't feel comfortable maybe posting a question to the forum or asking the instructor directly, feel free to go to e-tutoring. They should be able to help you out. They are a free service as well. The Panopto recordings you probably will not need to use frequently or if at all. That option will be available to you for an extra credit assignment that will be available before the final exam. So this pretty much sums up the layout of the course. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I look forward to working with you this quarter.